Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV, back at y'all with another video, man. Let's get it. Let's talk about some NBA playoff basketball, man. First off, let me start this video by saying, man, congratulations to Chris Paul, aka CP3, aka the point guard. You know what I'm saying? God capitalized, the point guard. You feel me? In my opinion, like the best, overall point guard of all time. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what y'all got to say about that, man. Chris Paul deserves everything he's getting right now in the playoffs, man. He just made it to the Western Conference Finals. You feel me? And I'm just happy for Chris Paul, man, because not too long ago, man, people was trying to say that Chris Paul was washed up. They were saying that he's old, he's overpaid, especially after things didn't work out with the Houston Rockets with Chris Paul and James Harden. And to see Chris Paul do what he's doing, man, at 36 years old is just fucking amazing to me, dog. He still looks like he's in his prime right now. He actually looks, better, man. I mean, he's like, because as you get older, man, you get smarter, man. And it's just like Chris Paul just makes the best move every time on the court. When he needs to put the team on his back, like, dog, last night I seen Chris Paul hit 7 mid-range jumpers in a row last night, nigga. The same shot over and over and over, and they couldn't guard it, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, Chris Paul makes the right pass when he needs to make the right pass, man. And that's the type of point guard that you need on your team to, win a championship. I honestly believe the only reason Chris Paul doesn't have 1 or 2 championships is because of injuries. He got injured while he was on the Clippers. Remember when he beat the San Antonio Spurs? I think he had a hamstring injury. Then he had another hand injury. Then he had I think he had another injury with his groin or something like that when he was on the Rockets, when they was about to beat the Golden State Warriors. Like, Chris Paul has just had bad luck when it comes to injuries, man. So, hopefully he can get to the finals this year, man. The nigga deserves it. But let me talk about what everybody's talking about right now. Let me talk about the situation with Nikola Jokic last night, man. And what I want to talk about is Nikola Jokic was ejected after making a very hard foul on Cameron Payne. They called it a flagrant 2 foul. And after that, man, he was out of the game. And, even after he got ejected, his team still almost came back and won the game. But, they still ended up losing the game, right? Now, in my opinion, I do not believe that Nikola Jokic should have got ejected for that foul on Cameron Payne. I don't think he should have got ejected for that. Let me explain why. He wasn't trying to make any type of contact with that man's face, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the replay, it was all ball. It just so happens that a part of his arm hit Cameron Payne in the face. And I watched the press conference with Nikola Jokic, and they asked him about that play, and he said, look, man, my team's down 0-3. I was trying to change the energy of the game. So I wanted to make a very aggressive play, you know what I'm saying, to let my teammates know, like, hey, man, we got to play tougher. You know what I'm saying? We about to get sweat. We about to go home for the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? And you guys got to think, man, this guy just won MVP. Who wants to win an MVP award and then right after you win the MVP award, you get swept 4 games in a row? Nobody wants to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why Nikola Jokic made that play. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, before he made that play, he felt like he got fouled and the refs didn't call it. There was plenty of plays where he felt like he was getting fouled and the refs didn't call it. So he was frustrated at the refs as well. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, check this out. When Cameron Payne got off the ground, bruh, there was literally nothing wrong with him. There was no marks on his face. His nose wasn't swollen. He was fine. Now, don't get me wrong. He could have possibly got his nose broken. The way that Jokic swiped at the ball, it was a high possibility he could have got his nose broken. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to act like that couldn't have happened, right? But the fact of the matter is, it didn't happen, right? And it wasn't a dirty play. It's not like Nikola Jokic was purposely trying to injure that man. That wasn't the case. If you watch the replay, Nikola Jokic was not trying to hurt Cameron Payne. He wasn't. And even after he got ejected, he walked up to the guy and apologized, and I think they shook hands, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stop acting like that makes somebody a dirty player, man. That don't make somebody a dirty player because they made a hard foul. This is playoff basketball. And the problem with the NBA is, man, is the NBA has gotten so soft that whenever you see a man make a hard foul, it's like, bro, like, y'all must have not seen basketball in the 90s and the early 2000s, man. This is basketball. It's just the NBA is so soft these days that, you know, people have problems with everything that people do these days, man. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to tell you why I do think that Nikola Jokic should have got ejected, right? I don't think that his foul on Cameron Payne should have been a flagrant 2 foul. It should have been a flagrant 1. But when Devin Booker walked up on Jokic, number one, if you guys watched the game, right, Devin Booker didn't walk up on Jokic to try to fight him. He didn't walk up on Jokic to try to be tough. He walked up on Jokic to defend his teammate, right? He walked up to let Jokic know, like, hey, bruh, that was a hard foul and it was uncalled for. You don't have to foul him like that. That's all Devin Booker was trying to say. And it looked like Jokic wasn't trying to hear that shit. Jokic was trying to throw hands. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jokic started walking down Devin Booker. You guys look in the video, Devin Booker has his arm around Jokic's waist trying to calm him down, and Jokic ain't trying to hear that. Jokic was trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? Jokic wanted all the smoke, man. Jokic was ready for the smoke. He was pissed the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? I think Jokic should have got ejected for that, because you already got a flagrant foul for making a hard foul, and now you're trying to fight Devin Booker when Devin Booker is simply just trying to defend his teammate. So I think that should have caused Jokic to get ejected. But that foul against Cameron Payne was not a flagrant 2 foul. It should have been a flagrant 1, because he was trying to swipe the ball. He wasn't trying to make any contact with that man's face. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, that's my opinion. Even if the Nuggets won that game last night, they still would have eventually got eliminated. They were down 3 games. And this is playoff basketball, man. I love games like this where, players get heated or players butt heads and they're about to fight, man. That's what makes, playoff basketball exciting to me, man, because you get to see guys go at it, because these guys are trying to win championships, man. Nobody wants to go home. Nobody wants to get swept. Come on, man. Like I said, man, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Nikola Jokic just won MVP. Who the fuck wants to win an MVP award and immediately after you win the award, you get swept? Come on, man. Jokic was trying to go home last night like that, man. So he had every fucking right to be upset and make that hard foul last night, especially if he felt like the refs weren't making calls for him. Yeah, man, fuck that. If y'all ain't gonna make calls for me, well, fuck it. I'm a foul hard on purpose. But my whole thing is I just don't think he was intentionally trying to hurt Cameron Payne. And there's a lot of people out there that's trying to paint this narrative that Jokic was trying to hurt Cameron Payne, and that wasn't the case, man. That's bullshit. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Wavy. I'm out there, bitch.